Everybody, how's it going? This is Darrin with GuitarControl.com bringing you this video lesson. And today I want to show you how to play 3 easy, cool riffs from Dokken. George Lynch is one of my favorite guitar players, especially for his rhythm stuff, the chords that he uses. He does a lot of stuff with dyads, and if you've been following me for any length of time, you know that I'm a big fan of that whole style of rhythm. So be sure to click on the link in the description for the tabs, and let's get close up and take a look at these. All right, so the first one we're going to look at is Alone Again. So this one's pretty easy. All right, so starting off, we're going to hit the open low E string, and this is, the timing on this is kind of weird, so this is when you're going to really kind of want to feel out. So like this is a dotted 8th note, and then we have the open high E, open B, and then the open G, and those are all 16th notes. And then we follow that with the 4th string, and we're, like I said, we're on the 4th fret here on the D string, and that's an 8th note tied to a dotted quarter note. Then we're going to move down, and we're going to play the A string open to the 2nd fret with your 2nd finger, and then to the 3rd fret with your 3rd finger, simultaneously dropping your 1st finger here onto the 1st fret of the B string. So it's like we're doing a C, except we just don't want, we want the D string to be open, so you just take your middle finger off. So for that, we start off, we play the A string, B, G, D. So then we switch to a D, we hit the D string open again, B, G, D, and then we're going to take our 1st finger up to the 4th fret of the D string, and we're going to pick that and slide to the 5th fret and back to the 4th fret, and then it just repeats. All right, so the next one we're going to look at is It's Not Love, and this is a great example of what I was talking about with George Lynch and the using dyad shapes and stuff. And to get the sound that he's using, you don't want to play with a pick, you actually want to play with your fingers. So after this part of the riff, when it goes into the rest of the song, they actually switch back to using a pick. So how I do it is I just hold the pick just with my thumb and 1st finger, and then use my 2nd and 3rd fingers to just pluck the D and G string. So we start off here with this A5, so I'm on the 7th fret of the D string with my 1st finger, and the 9th fret of the G string with my 3rd finger. So this is all 8th notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and then on the downbeat of 4 you hit just the D string, and then we're going to go to this like A diminished thing here. So what we're going to do is just move the note on the G string from the 9th fret to the 8th fret just with your 2nd finger, and throw a little vibrato on that. So that's on the and of 4, and then it's tied to the downbeat of 1 on the 2nd measure. It's like, and then we continue, and 2 and 3 and 4, 4, and on the end of 4, from the downbeat of 4 to like the end of 4, we slide out of that, and then now we're going to be at the 5th fret on the D and G string, and so now the timing on this is just like the first measure. And now what we're going to do is that we're going to move the note on the D string down from the 5th fret to the 4th fret. So another little diminished thing. And then it just slides back up and repeats. We got. And then finally, the last one we're going to look at is kind of the main beginning riff from Mr. Scary, which is an instrumental. If you've never heard this song, look it up. It's really cool. So we're going to start off. We've got the open low E, and then we do a hammer onto the 2nd fret. So it's all 16th notes, so it's 1 E and 2 E and then we're going to go to the 4th fret of the D string with your 3rd finger, but you want to keep your 1st finger here on the 2nd fret of the low E. Back to 2 of the low E, and then the note on the D string moves to the 5th fret, so you just use your pinky. Back to 2 more pedals of the low E, and then the 2nd fret of the D string hammer to the 4th fret. So you're going to kind of want to, bar that finger. I mean, you don't need to have it barred the whole time, but you do need to pick up that note. So that's like the first measure. Then starting on the 2nd measure, we have 16th notes, 2 beats of just that pedal note again. 1 E and a 2 E and then we've got this little run. So we start on the 5th fret of the A string with your 4th finger. We're going to go 5 to the 4th fret with your 3rd finger, to the 2nd fret with your 1st finger, and then to the 5th fret of the low E, or you can actually just do the A string open, and then back to the 4th fret of the A string, to the 2nd fret, back to that 5th fret of the low E, or again the open A, and then the 4th fret. So whichever way is more comfortable for you. Alright, so that's the first two measures. And then starting on the 3rd measure, it's the same as the first. And then on the 4th measure, it starts off the same as the 2nd one, where you've got the 2 beats of the 2nd fret of 16th notes, 1 E and a 2 E and then it's got this little octave-y slide up thing. And I've seen people do this different ways, but this is just the way that I've always done it. So we're going to go to the 1st fret of the A string with your 1st finger, and then to the 3rd fret of the G string with your 3rd finger. And you want these to be played simultaneous. So what I do is I let my 1st finger droop down enough so it kind of just mutes the A string, or excuse me, the D string. And we've got to the 2nd fret, to the 4th fret, to the 7th. So if you've never done these kind of octave slides before, it does take a little bit of practice to get used to it, because when you move your fingers up, sometimes it's hard to keep them even, evenly spaced. And then the whole thing would just repeat. have it. Three cool sounding, not too terribly difficult to play riffs from Dokken. That last one, if you're a beginner, might be a little challenging, but the other ones aren't too bad at all, and they're highly recognizable, fun to play, and like I said, George Lynch is a great guitar player. Always liked his stuff. So if you like this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up and leave a comment down below if you have any questions about this or other guitar-related topics. If you've not already done so, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the content that we upload throughout the week. Well, that is all I have for you today. Thanks for watching and have a great day.